every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. Eh? When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a royal rucha. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They closed the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. We use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah. They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more. In Anopia, you hear more kind of woo. When we are telling you, you don't know, no, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle, from the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek gods. I don't know, you know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusas. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at when you look at Medusa, you turn into she will dry you and you become stone. Medusa have snake, you know, her hair. Medusa's hair is snake. Because of the power in Medusa, Medusa went very deep.
This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Driver they go. Opposite Udi, but the lucky hand the side. Along the Sukudu Road, I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the Pali boy, see no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Palibran.
Akara mi hembe na mbe si ma choro ofu ukwu ehi mo nkozo mu atoro ehi niile mo nkwu ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wepụ na nke onwe anyị tigata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wuzi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-emeghị omimi n'ime ya ihe ngwagbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụghị kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe arụgidere ụlọ anọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wee chere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwekwu ka nwee mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị nụkọ nke ndị ụmụnne ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye gara ndụ kpakụ onye rie niile ọ ndụ bụ isi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka anyị chenyeta azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwekwe n'ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị ọ bụ gịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu ọmụ ihe ndị a ka anyị si na anyị agaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ.
Akụkọ akọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ ịchụ aja mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu enwe ha na-eto esi mgbe kpam akpụrụ ndị Igbo Mesi ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ ma ọ bụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe ji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo awakpafu n'obodo Naijiria kanya.
Ọ bụ site na akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dịka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga. Etu ọkụkọ mba niile dị iche iche ji kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị, a na-egbu ha, a na-egbu ha, a na-egbu ha, afọ niile aka na-egbu ha na-egbu ha. O wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma. Ọ ka mma na onwe ihe kegbuo anyị wu nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga. Kama na na-ese etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu. O doo na onye onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi. Ọnwụghị ofu ugboro, ọnwụghị ugboro abụọ, ọnwụghị ugboro atọ, ọnwụghị ugboro anọ. Ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue? Anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị. Ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụbụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ ibe mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na-achọghị ụdị nka. Ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very quick evening program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Invite somebody to join us on this very quick evening program. I'm not going to take much of your time. We are going to try to be as quick as possible to do what we have to do, because there is a serious issue at hand. Remember, in our platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come in our platform for blackmail propaganda. We don't come here to instigate violence or hatred. What we do is to speak for the people that want their freedom, to expose the atrocities of Nigerian government against its own people. That is what we do, and we will continue to do so. So wherever you are watching us from, I urge you to please invite somebody else to join. Don't just watch this program alone. Make sure you are not watching alone, because we are in a very difficult time. We are in a time where every one of us need to be concerned about the trouble ahead. There is a lot of trouble, issues ahead of us, and we must try everything humanly possible to see that we set the record straight. Do not allow the propaganda and the blackmail of the enemy to get you. The enemies of Biafra are pushing their blackmail every now and again. The enemies of Biafra are pushing their propaganda every now and again. The earlier we begin to do what we have to do, the better for all of us. The earlier we begin to take actions, the earlier we begin to call out the wrongdoings of the enemies, call out the atrocities of the Janjaweed, call out the atrocities of Nigerian government against its own people. That is the right thing to do. And the earlier we start doing that, the better for all of us. Don't say you are not told. Don't say you are not informed. This is a very critical period. It is a time we cannot afford to keep silent. It is a time we cannot afford to pretend we are not seeing what is happening. If you have been pretending before, pretend no more. This is not the time to begin to look at what your brother said and what your brother did not say. This is not the time to begin to focus on mere propaganda and lies. The challenges before us is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And every Biafran need to tighten their belt. I urge you to tighten your belt very strong, because if we don't, it is going to be very difficult. If we don't prepare for this battle, it is going to be very difficult. The reason we are hosting this program today and the one we hosted in the morning is for a very particular reason, a very particular concern. We woke up and we saw a news that the United States government has approved selling weapons to Nigeria. United States government have approved selling weapons to Nigeria. And every one of you that is watching this video today, you know what Nigerian government is. You know what they have been doing in the past. You know what they can do and what they continue to do. And our question to the United States of America today is, how did the United States of America arrive at this stage where they can boldly come out and tell the people that they want to sell weapons to Nigerian government? This is the same government of Donald Trump that banned Nigeria in his first term. This is the same Trump government that designated Nigeria as a state of concern, as a place where Christians are persecuted highly. And today, in 2025, in the second tenure of Donald Trump, we have seen that the crime against the Christians in Nigeria have increased. It has not reduced. It has not reduced. It has increased instead. So what everyone should expect now is the United States to tighten up their ban on selling weapons to Nigeria. But instead of putting a ban, we see the United States not only lifting the ban, approving the sale of weapons to Nigeria. And I ask, what do Nigerian government tend to achieve? What does Nigerian government tend to achieve? What does the United States government try to prove to the world? What do they try to prove? This question is a very bothering question that we have to start asking everywhere we are. And those of us that are living in the United States should be reaching out to their lawmakers in their own area. In the United States, it is easy to reach out to your lawmakers, to your council leaders, and your representatives. It is high time every Biafran begin to reach out to ask this question. What does the United States of America government want to achieve by selling weapons to Nigeria? They said they want to stop terrorist activities in the Sahel region. Selling weapons to Nigeria will never, ever stop terrorist activities in Sahel region. We have seen in the past that even when every effort is made by other neighboring countries to fight terrorism and have a pushback, there are credible informations that when they push the terrorists, they come to Nigeria and Nigeria is a safe haven. Nigeria never pushed back. Instead, the Nigerian military play down on the activities of these very terrorists and also give them a helping hand one way or the other. Allegedly, give them a helping hand. This information is not only on social media, it is also on their conventional media. So at this very difficult point in time, where the state of insecurity in Nigeria has gotten to the highest level, in a time where we have seen and heard in the news that the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria have overrun barracks, they have overrun military camps, they have carted away with ammunition, weapons in the northern part of Nigeria, with nobody going after them to retrieve those ammunitions. We have never heard that the military went after them to retrieve the ammunitions. At this point in time, when we know that it is very easy for the Nigerian government and their military to hand over equipment to the so-called terrorists, and yet, without any proper research, proper investigation, the United States government is entering into a deal, approve the sale of arms to Nigeria. And they specified on that arm cell about the arm. One of the bombs that was used in Gaza to attack civilians is exactly what Nigeria is demanding. And I ask you, which civilians do Nigeria want to attack with those arms? Why is specification on that particular bomb? Every one of us see how they utilize their Tucano jet. We have seen the bombing of Biafra land, a place where the people are asking for self-determination, a place where we know that people in that area are genuinely seeking for self-determination. But instead of listening to that request of self-determination, they continue to push lies and propaganda. They continue to blackmail the Biafrans in one way or the other. They continue to fight and attack Biafrans. Every single one of us, wherever you are, we must wake up now and do the right thing. We must add our voice. Wherever you are of Igbo descent in the United States, you must add your voice. I don't know why a state like United States of America will be having a dealing with people that does not respect the rule of law. A set of people that have never respected the rule of law. How are you dealing with them? Why are you dealing with people that do not respect the rule of law? What do you intend to achieve? What do you intend to achieve? Every one of us have seen the case of our Supreme Namazen Nandekano, an innocent man who has been detained by Nigerian government for more than 5 years. The United Nations have weighed in the case of Mazen Nandekano. They have weighed in. And as they weighed into the case of Mazen Nandekano, then they told the Nigerian government, gave the Nigerian government 6 months to let go of Mazen Nandekano because he's innocent. Mazen Nandekano passed through their judicial process, and the court in Nigeria pronounced Mazen Nandekano innocent and asked them to release Mazen Nandekano and let go of him until they explain the situation, correcting situation that has how Mazen Nandekano was brought to Nigeria. The extraordinary rendition of Mazen Nandekano, until it's been explained, no law court in Nigeria has the right to try him. But in the midst of all this breaking of laws, that is very evident and clear, Nigerian government violates every international law. They indulge in kidnapping. It didn't start from Mazen Nandekano. They kidnapped Omar Diko. The same person was in charge of the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekano, did the same kidnap to Mazen Nandekano. And they have not repented. They conducted extraordinary rendition, which is against international law. Nigerian government involved in human rights abuse to the highest level. A country that its human rights stance is zero, how can the United States of America be having armed deal with them? And they claim that it is to quote the terrorist activities from the Sahel. And they know that this is a blatant lie. Nigeria is not ready to stop terrorist activities in the Sahel. Nigerian government have been proven by other people in their conventional media of being involved in the insecurity in the country. We have different proofs, various proofs, not one, not two, on different occasions, how Nigerian government get involved. How Nigerian government get involved in the atrocities that's happening in Nigeria. This is a fact. When we say it, people think we are making it up. When we say it, people think we're just coming to seek attention. This is not seeking attention. It is the truth and nothing but the truth. And the earlier we begin to adhere to this truth, the earlier the world begin to adhere to this truth, the better for all of us. The Biafran people have already presented a remedy, an option to stop the movement of the terrorists in the Sahel. The same people that are sponsoring the terrorists cannot be the ones to stop them. They cannot. The same people that promote terrorism in one way or the other, pamper them, recruit them into the army, cannot be the same people to stop them. But I don't know why the United States of America have decided to engage in this very armed deal with Nigeria. So my fellow Biafrans, we have to open our mouth and continue to ask questions. We have to begin to ask questions. And you have to know that the time has come for us to fight for ourselves. Nobody is going to fight for you. The situation in Nigeria is not helpful and will never be helpful. Everybody is minding their business. Everybody is doing what they think is right to do. That favors them. Everybody is doing their own thing to favor themselves. They don't care about me. They do not care about you. So how long are we going to continue to tolerate this? How long? How long are we going to continue to allow this to happen? This is where every one of us will come in. Begin to speak for your own little corner. Begin to add your own opinion. Begin to voice out and call out those who are in authority. More especially our brothers and sisters who are in the United States of America. Begin to call out these individuals. Begin to call out these individuals. It is high time every single one of us begin to speak up. If you don't speak up, I do not know what else you are expecting. If you don't speak up, I don't know what you want. If you don't speak up, I don't know what you tend to achieve. We have to be concerned. Now, every one of us as Biafran have to understand that nobody is going to fight for us. Nobody is going to stand for us. We are on our own. They have left us to our fate. And that is why we have to focus on how we are going to unite together to fight this battle in order to win. We cannot win this battle on our own. We cannot. If you are not concerned about the situation, I am very, very, very concerned. From when I saw that news in the morning, I did the morning program, I have not had peace up to now. I can't imagine that in the tenure of Donald Trump of all people, the same man that designated Nigeria as a country of concern during his first tenure, even in this very tenure, we have seen people make a case in the United States of American Senate. We have seen people make a case about the atrocities of the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria, the attack on Christians. And we have seen from every evidence from people who were directly involved that the Nigerian government cannot do anything about it. We have proofs in many places that these terrorists have made attack. There are proofs to show that the government of Nigeria have involved in it. We have all this proof, eyewitnesses, people that are directly concerned. I have shared so many videos on this very issue. So when we come and talk about the involvement of Nigerian government in the insecurity in Nigeria, the involvement of Nigeria government in the activities of the terrorists that are operating in Nigeria, it is not a propaganda, neither is it a blackmail against the government. It is not. We say these things based on facts, based on information on the ground. Most of them eyewitness account, where you will see people tell you exactly what transpired and what happened. I have shared so many videos. Does it mean that the United States of America, with all the security apparatus that they have, does it mean they don't know about this? Of course they know. But at the end of the day, we can now understand it is just about interest. It is about interest. They do not care about you. They do not care about me. Now you begin to understand better when Donald Trump said it is America first. Do I blame him? I do not blame him at all. But those who are in that zoological republic called Nigeria, The ordinary citizens, what are they doing? How are they reacting to this news? So many of them are still idiotically thinking that all is well. So many of them, they focus on blackmail and propaganda. They are not even concerned. I am going to play some videos to remind you in case you cannot remember, because I know the whole world is watching. People are watching from we have different, it is not just the ones we say on social media. In the conventional media of Nigeria, there has been testimonies from reliable sources in their own media where people have come to speak and talk about the collaboration of the government with the terrorists against the masses. How then do you think that the people that are collaborating with the terrorists, telling you that they radicalize them, sometimes participating actively, how do you think that they will be the ones you are going to give weapon to protect the innocent people? I don't know how this is possible. I don't know how this works. I don't know what the United States of America saw that will make them to enter into a deal with Nigeria. I do not know. I don't understand. So every one of us should begin to speak. Let us listen to this testimony. I hope this is the video. A testimony that is coming from someone, not just from Biafran people, but from somebody who is part of the Zoological Republic system.
Terrorists would come. The Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first. They would disarm the local population on the truth before the.
I want you to pay attention to this very video I'm about to play. Does it mean that the United States of America are not paying attention to what we are saying? Even if they don't believe us, those of us that are in the social media bring out information, does it mean that they are not listening to the conventional media of Nigeria? When we speak, they say we are nobody. But there are credible people who are activists in Nigeria, people who are doctors, people who have personalities in that same, people who are part of that one Nigeria, who have made a testimony. They have given a testimony of the atrocities of the government or the involvement of Nigerian government with the terrorists. How the terrorists are colluding with the Nigerian government against the masses. These videos are in the public. Does it mean that United States government is not paying? Does it mean that the Donald Trump people who are presenting issues and matter to Donald Trump are not paying attention? I want us to listen to this very video. When we talk about the involvement of Nigerian government in terrorist activities in Nigeria, some people think it's not a made up. It is good you hear it from other sources. Hear it from other sources, from their conventional media in Nigeria. Maybe they will begin to think again. This video should be sent. If you are watching the video, like and share. You can equally cut some of this video and send to your own representative in Nigeria. Any Biafran that's living in the United States, if you're living in Biafra, if you're a Biafran, a genuine Biafran living in the United States, more especially all these our veterans in the United States, those veterans who are coming out for the case of Mazen Nanikano, they should help us to extend this kind of videos to the government of the United States for them to stop this area.
Terrorists would come. The Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first.
Did you hear that? That before the terrorists will come, the Nigerian military will enter. They will first of all disarm the locals first, so that the terrorists can come and take action. The man that is talking here is Dele Farotimi. I think he's a human rights lawyer. So Dele Farotimi, a one Nigerianist, making this very statement in Nigerian conventional media. So it won't be that we are speaking on social media, so they don't believe us. Dele Farotimi is a voice in Nigeria that people listen to. A frontline voice. He is here telling you that before the terrorists will come to act, the Nigerian military will first of all go in and disarm the locals. I want you to listen to Dele Farotimi again. Let's play it again.
Before the terrorists would come, the Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first. They would disarm the local population on the truth before the friends in the Middle Belt have told me is that they have learned that once the military come around searching house to house to disarm local populace, even take their day guns, they know that the Fulanis are all behind. That is the level of complicity that you have.
Did you hear that? How can the United States of America release ammunition to these same people that are bent on sponsoring, colluding with the terrorists that are taking innocent life? How can United States of America claim to preserve life? A country that we know that upholds and supports the right of humans. A country that can say that supports humanity. How can they be colluding with a country that has zero tolerance when it comes to human rights? A country that collude with terrorists against its own people. Why? Why? Who is feeding them with information? Who is feeding them with information? Why?
Have you educated? It's not just you. Somebody came to national TV, Commodore Lawi. You don't see spokes, military spokes, spies. You don't see them in daytime. That's not somebody you find on national TV. But the man was sufficiently alarmed by our security circumstances that he sat down in the TV channel and the TV station of channels, and he said it on national TV that there are Boko Haram sponsors sat in the president's cabinet, and he had submitted a list of these persons to the president since 2016, and nothing had happened. And we're still talking about a suspicion.
Did you hear that? Commodore Olawumi. I have that video of Commodore Olawumi. Maybe when I'm making program tomorrow, I am going to use that program of Commodore Olawumi. I'm going to get that video of Commodore Olawumi and play it tomorrow. This man, Delefaro to me, is making a reference to that very program that Commodore Olawumi held in China television, where he said that members of terrorist organization Boko Haram are in Asorok. Actively, they are in Asorok. They are in the government houses. They are in the Senate. They are in the House of Representatives. Why on earth would the United States of America hand over these people ammunitions? To do what? And they say they want to fight terrorism in the Sahel. People that cannot secure their own country. They cannot secure their citizens. You want to send them to go and secure Sahel region. It is laughable. It is laughable. And I don't know where they get that idea from. I don't know who is feeding them. Of course, there is nothing else than selfish interest. Selfish interest. They are only protecting their interests. The battle that we are seeing today is the battle to see who is going to capture Africa. The battle of the resources in Africa is still going on. And the United States is part of that battle. And they can do anything. They can ignore anything just to pursue that battle of resources from Africa. That is why the United States, of the same president who spoke about the risk of, who banned the sale of, he banned the sale of ammunition. He banned it during his tenure. He stopped it. The supply that was already signed, he stopped it. All of a sudden today, the same man have signed a deal, has approved a deal to sell arms to Nigerian government. And we saw a list of what they are demanding. One is the bomb that was used in Gaza to attack the civilians. Why on earth would anybody consider handing Nigerian government a weapon at this particular point in time?
It's no longer suspicion. Kawu Baraje, yes, came out in 2022, I think. It was his 70th birthday. And he came out and he told everybody who came to listen that they were the ones who imported Fulani terrorists into Nigeria in the lead up to the 2015 election. And that they harmed these persons that they had brought into Nigeria from 5 different Sahelian countries. He said so. He's on record. Look, my friend, Dr. Stanley Kavman, is the National Public Secretary of the Middle Belt Forum. He was, I think, on Arise the other day, where he said categorically, and he wasn't the first to say it, that there is a base, a militant base, terrorist base in the tri-state area, Nasarawa, Benue, and Plateau. That base is known to each and every one of our security services.
Did you hear that? A terrorist base known by all the security services in Nigeria, a terrorist base in the north, in the middle belt, a terrorist base where they base, a place where some of these videos that we will show, they will block our channel. Some of these videos they don't want us to show. A terrorist camp in the middle belt where every security apparatus, every security organization in Nigeria knows about them, but they do nothing about it. They do nothing, absolutely nothing. Instead, they use helicopter to supply them, which we have seen several times. People have confessed to that. Individuals on their own have captured it on video and they shared. Why is the United States of America taking this step?
That base is sometimes reinforced and resupplied by helicopters.
Did you hear that?
In this country, and nothing has ever happened. So we're no longer, let's be talking about, it's no longer about suspicion.
You can imagine we're in a country where they use helicopter to reinforce terrorists. In 21st century, helicopter will fly over the sky and be supplying ammunition to terrorist group in the forest, and no security apparatus will react. This report of this helicopter have come many times. It has been captured on video, circulated on social media. We saw it. We have seen it several times. Instead of them going after to investigate, there was a time they came and began to defend that helicopter. They said it's a police helicopter. What is police helicopter doing in a terrorist zone with terrorists on the ground? What is police helicopter doing in a terrorist zone with terrorists on the ground waiting to receive? This information have come again and again. Does it mean that the United States is not paying attention? Who is feeding the United States with information? Who is telling them what they are doing? Why would Donald Trump approve this at this particular point in time? My fellow Biafrans, we have a bigger trouble in our hands. We have a bigger trouble in our hands, and every one of us should go to work. You know, when we come and say that things are not done enough, some of you get angry. When we say we are not doing enough, some of you don't understand. At this particular point in time, for United States of America to approve selling of ammunition that they know they will be used against civilians. Who are those civilians? The Biafran people. If you are not worried, I am worried.
It's not a theory. So the fact, we should be able to call it what it is. The fact is that the Nigerian state has turned against its own citizen and is passive.
Did you hear that? That the Nigerian state have turned against its own citizen. A country that have turned against its own citizen is a country that the United States is supplying, have signed an agreement to supply weapons. A country that have turned against its own citizen, that is a country that the United States want to have an armed deal with. If you are not worried, I am worried. This is not the time to talk about irrelevant issues. This is not the time to begin to look at your brother and your sister to blackmail. This is not the time to begin to claim this or claim that. We have a serious issue at hand. And every Biafran in the United States, begin to write to your representative. If you can call them on phone, call them. If you can send an email, send an email. If you can send a letter, send a letter. We have thousands and millions of Biafrans in the United States. We have a good number of people in the United who are citizens. We know that United States have a little bit of human rights. It is not the same in other places. You can reach out to your representative. Reach out to your representative and begin. This kind of video that I play, send this video to them. Send these video clips to them. If you need the video clip, write me, send me a message. I will send you the video. So that you can send it to your council leaders. Send it to your representatives. Send it to your lawmakers in the United States. I don't know what they call them over there. Send the information to them. Those people that represent you, send that for them. We have numerous videos to prove that the government of Nigeria is not worthy to handle it. Is not worthy to transact, to involve in any deal now. the very time that Donald Trump banned them, things were even better. I can bet you that things were even better. In the first tenure of Donald Trump, things were better then than now. How is it that now, it is the time that Donald Trump will now come and say he want to do a deal with Nigeria? If you are not worried, I am very worried. And every Biafran should go to work. You know, one of our brothers have been saying it, that Donald Trump will finish his tenure without even mentioning Biafra. And we thought it was a joke. Donald Trump have a lot of things in his hand today, and he told you that it is America first. He has not finished building the America first, let alone talking about your issue. And what he's focused on today is how to make more money, how to make more transactions, how to create more resources for United States of America. And if it will take the sacrifice of Biafran people to do that, he will do it. Take it to the bank. If sacrificing us will make him look reasonable, make him get resources for his people, it is America first. Every one of us should begin to put ourselves first. Put ourselves first. We should put ourselves first. Nobody is going to fight for us. Now you understand that all this noise we are making in social media, castigating each other, pushing blackmail and propaganda each other, calling each other's name, it is not going to lead us anywhere. It is not going to lead us. It will not even move an ant. All this bickering we are doing, it is not moving a cockroach. It cannot move a cockroach. It can't move a cockroach. We need to change that narrative and begin to do things the way we are supposed to do it. If we don't, all this noise you can continue to waste time, begin to promote yourself, begin to claim you want title, begin to call yourself anything you want to call yourself. It is a waste of time. We need to begin to address issues. More especially, Biafrans, United States. This is a task. We must do everything humanly possible to stop that arms from reaching Nigerian government. We must do that. And how are we going to do it? We are not going to do it by throwing bomb or fighting. Begin to write. Begin to call. If you can call. Send emails. Send emails to your representatives anywhere in the United States. Send video evidences to them of the involvement of Nigerian government. I have several videos. You can find so many videos online. Things they were spoken even by security officers in Nigeria. Said it. Send it to them. Ask them, how can they allow arms to get into the hand of a terrorist government? How? They did the mistake in Afghanistan. And Trump was lamenting about what's happening in Afghanistan, where they left billions of what ammunition in the hand of Taliban. And today, you can never predict what will happen tomorrow. You can't predict what will happen the next minute. And today, they are risking the same thing. They are doing the same business. And the United States have done this again and again and again. That was how they funded Al-Qaeda. They funded Al-Qaeda, knowingly and unknowingly, and at last, it came after them. The Al-Qaeda came after them and they conducted the World Trade Center attack. The same people that they funded. Today, you are funding another terrorist group in Nigeria, knowingly and unknowingly, and it will come back to haunt you. It will definitely come back to haunt you. Everybody must begin to write and begin to call on their attentions. In case they said any here, I still have another video that I'm going to play. I want you to listen to this one. Listen to this one. Because we have to bring in these informations out so that people can understand. And the people share the video to all platforms, share to family and friends. There is no reason whatsoever for the United States of America to go into armed deals with Nigeria. There is no excuse, no reason whatsoever. United States of America, we know, is a country that promotes human rights. A country that we assume preserve human rights and fought for the rights of people. The human rights position of Nigeria is zero. This is a country that does not respect the rights of their citizens. They don't. They have never done. They get involved with the terrorists. I want you to hear this very testimony also of another attack in Nigeria and how the government and its officials participated in that very attack. All these informations are necessary so that we can be able to reach to our countries and tell them, tell the people that are representing us.
100 people were killed. When I woke up this morning and I got the story of what happened, the first 7 calls I put across were all killed. The first 7 guys I called,
we're all dead.
Exactly, they were all dead. So in my village today, if you speak to someone, just be very rest assured that in the next 1 week or 2 weeks, you hear the sad news about that person you just spoken to. And do you know, before now, just last month, about 20 people were killed in that same village. They are the Fulani, and it's not ethnic profiling. They are the Fulani, it's not ethnic profiling. When people want to be politically correct, they will say, no, that is an ethnic, it's not, and that is why you see the Sultan of Sokoto will not react to this. He reacted when just about 11 people were butchered were killed in Edo State, the so-called counters. They reacted. They put up Northern Elders Forum. They made several press conferences. Many governors stood up. The governor of Edo had to travel to some of these states to go and say sorry. Just 11 hunters, that is alleged hunters, if really they were hunters, who were killed. Now, 200, nobody in the north is speaking. Because that is the collective agenda. Jihad and the complete takeover of the land of our people. And let me tell you, so I'm saying it authoritatively. I'm an authority in this area. I was born and raised in Jos. I speak Hausa as my first language. I speak Hausa better than I speak Tiv. And let me tell you, this thing they call intelligence. We are the sources of this intelligence. The government sometimes use the narrative of intelligence to confuse you. As if what they know is different. They know exactly what we know, but we even know better. Because we are the sources of this intelligence. Many of my friends from the adjoining villages in Nasarawa State, who are of different ethnic group other than the Fulanis. Anytime the Fulanis are mobilizing, like this attack, they told us the day before yesterday. We communicated to the security force. Nothing has been done. They communicated to us.
No, just hold on, because this is too much rush. I'm sorry. Are you saying that you got an intelligence report as a civilian? Your
Yes.
community had an intelligence report about this particular attack that killed over 200 people? And
My sister, do you know the funny thing? It is no longer secret. It's just like the secret cultism in Nigeria. They gathered their AK-47 in a community called Giza in Nasarawa State, in the boundary between Nasarawa and Benue, in Giza and Kedoko. All our friends from there, and they come out in the open with their this, and they hold the meeting openly. You know, they are going to strike a Hirota, and then some people begin to beat them farewell. Allah Ikekulafia. May God take you safely. May God take you safely. Yes, they came in more than 100 bikes. Listen, but that is how your country has degenerated. That these things are done in quantum light. It has degenerated. And let me tell you, let me also shock you. About 7 soldiers, I'm saying it as it is, about 7 soldiers joined them from the community and joining my own village. And they arrested one who uttered all this, made this confession. He said some of the soldiers from Giza trained them of Fulani ethnic stock. And they joined them, they commanded the whole team. So what they did yesterday was extremely tactical and strategic with military precision. And right now there are a lot of tea villages in my council wards that have been taken over by Fulani. They take over not just for grazing, but for proper settlement. You go to these villages today, you find even their kids crawling, small kids who are yet to start walking. They brought them, their families, occupying thief homes, thief houses, which are still standing, occupying those houses. And they have their kids there, not just their cattle. So it's not all about open grazing prohibition. It's about total takeover of the land.
You have had it. You have had it, and the government are aware of all this. They are doing nothing about it. The only thing you have to see them is to go and begin to negotiate for arm deal with United States. And my brother Bokripo is writing here and saying it's AI. You are very funny, my brother Bokripo one. You are very funny by saying that this news is an AI news. You say it's an AI news. You better go and make research by yourself before you begin to write something that you are not sure about. You say it's AI news. And by the way, do you think you are more smarter than the AI? You think you're more smarter than the AI? Go and make a research for yourself and check. Some of us have forgotten how Nigerian government operates. They know what the reaction will be if they bring it in their own conventional media. They know what the reaction will be, how the people, and most of the deal, they do it secretly. They do it secretly. It's only when you go deep and you search. It's not in every platform that you will see this news here. This very news about this deal, you can't see it in so many other medias, and they intentionally black it off. The earlier we begin to do what we are supposed to do in our own, don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Do not wait until it's too late. Begin to do what you know you can do now. And I pray that Chukwu Okikabiyama will save us from this very difficult situation that we have found ourselves today. So wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okikabiyama to please continue to do what you know you can do. Continue to do your part. The very best way you know you can do it, continue to air your opinion. Continue to walk and see that we pursue the restoration of Biafra to the extent that we will get our freedom. This battle is for all of us. Nobody can fight this battle alone. You cannot fight this battle alone, except we come together, put our heads together, and fight this battle and win it. Let us stop all this, our propaganda, all this, our blackmailing of each other, all this infighting. We have to stop it. We have to stop it right now. We have to stop it. Because the enemies that is we are up against, they are not stopping. They are doing their own. They are doing their own part every now and again, every morning, afternoon, evening. They are walking around the clock. They are not resting. But those of us who are still pretending to be fighting for Biafra, even when they are not. So many of us who are pretending today to be in the struggle, even if they are not. You focus to become a distraction. You are just focusing on analyzing the video of your brother. That is what you are very good at. Analyzing the video of your sister. From morning till night, from Monday till Monday, the only thing you do online is to analyze videos. I don't know what you tend to get by that. To create tension, even begin to create problem where there are no problem. You create problem where there are no problem, just to seek relevance, just to make people pay attention to you. Why we have serious issues that we need to discuss. I pray that Chukwu Okikabiyama will touch the heart of every Biafran that will fight the right cause and get to where we need to go. Let us hear briefly the message of Martin Nandekan before we end the program.
The same Asorok that said, the same Femi Adesina telling you, you either give your land for Ruga or your life for Ruga. Are you not the same people? Are you not the same people? You are now trying to tell us about insecurity because people are fighting back. That's all. You bring your army and police as the advance guard. Right now, as I speak, the Fulani hit squad in Abia State is inside Obin's military barracks. Obin's, they are there. That's where they are camped. Every Fulani attacking every village, both in Yoruba land, they quarter them very close to a Fulani controlled military barracks. That's what they do. I want Nigeria, our country, they need village. That's it. Rubbish. No wonder white people are racist towards black people and no other race. Because I have discovered what they found out a long time ago, that black people are foolish. They can't reason very well. Somebody who told you that if you lose elections, the monkeys and baboons will be soaked in blood is now telling us, allegedly, about insecurity. The idiots that lost elections and they killed youth coppers, 11 of them, Igbo people, is telling me about insecurity. The person that said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North is telling me about insecurity. The people appointed as the spokespeople, chief negotiator for Boko Haram is telling me about insecurity. And you swallow all this nonsense every day. These black people. This work is a burden that Elohim has given to me. It's a burden. And that's why I'm discharging it. I will take one or two of your calls before we bring this program to a close. You know the numbers to call, of course, is on WhatsApp. I'll give you a WhatsApp number to call. Some of you know it already, and some will start calling very shortly. The WhatsApp number to call is +44. It's a UK number 7951278705. The lines are open. I'll take a few calls, please. I'm trying to make some sense. I want to take a few calls, please. +447951278705. That is on WhatsApp. If you call us, I will take your call. If you call us, I will take your call. Are they calling already? Somebody's calling already. Let's take this call.
The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? No, it can't be said it's disconnected. Maybe the network is very poor. The network is very poor. Let's take this one on signal. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Shredu Mosu. I'm calling from Hungary.
From Hungary, please go ahead. You're listening.
Sir, please, what I have to say that is this. Please, all these are embarrassing in our land. We need to flush them away. But it's embarrassing. These are terrorists in uniform.
Of course, they're terrorists. Because they're terrorists.
They are terrorists.
They are terrorists. Yes.
This is my contribution, sir.
Thank you very much. And that is why I keep asking people, I keep asking Yoruba journalists, you people supporting Fulani because of Tinubu. All those Boko Haram terrorists recruited into the army, where are they? Yes. Where are they? How do we know that the Olokwa on the road is a jail police officer or a terrorist in uniform? How do we know? How do you distinguish? Nobody can tell. Tomorrow, our Nigeria, we want to go to 2023, we vote out. And we put it. Useless set of idiots. Thank you for your call, my dear brother. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
So, my name is Laifa, I'm calling from Germany.
Yes, go ahead.
I beg, wait, I want to talk because the way they kill our people for Biafra month, and all they have, that they shed tears. Anytime I see dead body. Not because I don't tire. The world needs to come and rest.
The world cannot do anything. The world wants you to be killed. The world hates you. You defend yourself. I have told them. Now,
Did you hear that? The world will not do anything. They will not come. They want you to defend yourselves. That was the response of Mazen Nandikan.
Now listen to me very carefully. I have told our young people, you enter the bush. Enter the bush. I told you during NSAS, they did not listen. Good life, watching Champions League, supporting foreign football clubs, have gotten into their brain. Enter the bush. Ambush every army vehicle you see. There are things you can do. You can put nails on the road. You can cut down trees. You can brush them and you kill them off. Why are we all the time lament? We keep lamenting. I'm not interested in that rubbish. I don't want to hear any lamentation. Do something about it. It's called a guerrilla war. Do something about it. Do something about it. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, let me take this other one. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please?
From here in Pennsylvania, USA.
Pennsylvania, USA, please speak in English, please. The world is listening. Speak in English. The world is listening.
Okay. I'm calling from USA, Pennsylvania.
Please go ahead.
Thank you very much for everything you are doing for Igbo people and Biafra as a whole. Take the opportunity to grace you and say, may God Almighty continue to bless you and strengthen you in Jesus' name. I want to make my contribution that I think that our problem is not even anybody else but our leaders, our Igbo's. All these people that come down on TV to talk nonsense about Igbo people or Biafra people and about our struggle. I think it is the high time we must not wait for ESN or IPOB. As a youth, any place you are, all these our Igbo's, because you can see that the Abuja control the governor and the governors control our elders. My uncle is Igbo. I'm from Mutiano. Every year they give them car, they pay their salaries, they build mansions everywhere. Now, if we were able to capture our leaders, if you watch like the Yoruba leaders, the Yoruba is there for people to work, they hold their elders, but we don't have our elders. We lost them to the governors, and the governors obey we lost our elders to the governors, and the governors obey Fulani. So if we can be able to organize ourselves, we don't need to wait for ESN, we don't need to wait for IPOB. The wonder group of anyway, all these our Igbo's that talk nonsense. Once they stay down, they talk on TV. Once they are home, make sure that their houses are burned down, their cars are burned down. You see that they'll come out on TV. When they ask the question, they'll start shaking their mouth. So this is correct work for everybody, not only IPOB.
your upstairs, you will see that with only 2 healers coming to arrest somebody or to kill. You'll be there tweeting. No, they have come home. They only have one exit, one entry, one exit. Why don't you block it and fire bomb them? And they will roast to death. And you'll be like, so every time it's give us gun, give us gun. And I'm asking you a simple question. Have you read Yoweri Museveni's The Mustard Seed? If I give you gun, what are you going to do with it? So just guys and start shooting anything anyhow. The person coming to kill you has a gun. Take it from him and kill him. Look at Amazonia, how they're doing it. You are there watching Champions League. You support Man U. You support Chelsea. You want to kill good. You want to wear Chelsea uniform. London is by at home. Where Chelsea is. And you're busy making noise in a house. With cow. Going to church with cow. And you're telling me that black people are normal. Of course we're normal. We're a bunch of idiots. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Good evening, I can't hear you. Your voice is very deep. Please speak up.
My name is and I'm calling from Lagos.
Go ahead, please. We're listening. Go ahead, yes.
Okay, sir. I am from the Ebonyi State.
Yes.
My contribution is yes, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you.
Go ahead.
My name is Chigoze and I live in Lagos, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, sir. I am from Ebonyi State. Mazin Namdekano, I am boiling. First of all, I want to thank you for what you have been doing for us. But as I'm talking to you now, I want to become a suicide bomber. I need a gun. I want to go back to home.
You don't. Let me tell you something. If we distribute gun to everybody that says they need a gun, it will become a free for all. That's not how it is done. You come back, you're trained properly. You cannot be if you're not into what we are doing. How can we just give gun to anybody to go out on the side, start shooting everything that moves? You need to use your brain first of all. If you know that they are coming, you funnel them into a kill zone. They don't know that. I don't know how to talk or say everything I will say live on there. My goodness. Somebody is coming to kill you. All of you cannot organize yourselves. You don't know what is the guerrilla war? Guerrilla war is not face me, I face you. You shoot me, I shoot you. No. You ambush them. Let's say now they're coming from Enugu to, let's say, to Aba to come and kill you. You know that people do, you can help them, but sometimes not use it. You know that thing they use to stop a vehicle. You can go and get a plank, put nails on it. The roads are not well lit. You scatter the nails on the road. Since people want me to be saying it in the public, their tire will deflate. They will back there. And then you hit them from the nearby bushes. That's how these things are done. You don't have to be telling you this all the time. It's called the guerrilla war for a reason. You lure them in and you kill them. We outnumber them. By the time they keep dying in our land, they will stop sending more to come.
You can see this lament did not start today. People lamenting and lamenting and lamenting. And what Mazen Nandekano was teaching here is self-defense. He was talking about self-defense. He even mentioned it and said, nobody is going to come to your aid. You must have to defend yourself. He made it clear. Mazen Nandekano made it clear that nobody will come to fight on our behalf. So you see this complaint we are complaining today. It didn't start yesterday. It didn't start today. There have been complaint. Every time we complain. You see in question and answer, Mazen Nandekano asked the people to defend themselves. Defend yourself. You are the first line of defense. Anything that you can be able to reach, use it to defend yourself. Self-defense is approved under the law of the world. International law supports self-defense. International law supports self-defense. You see in that question and answer, Mazen Nandekano made it clear that they will not come to you. They want you to defend yourself. They will not come. That's why I always say that police are not going to be without something happening. Something must be happening before they come. And it is you that will trigger that thing that will happen. Trigger that thing that will happen. Let it start happening so that they can come. And that is what they are waiting for. They are waiting for you to do what you are supposed to do so that they can come. Why is it difficult for us to understand? We lament, we cry, we complain, we lament, we cry, we complain. And they continue to take our people, take our life of our people. Time has come when we have to change the narrative. Each and every one of us, wherever we are, prepare to defend our land. Declaring Biafra is one thing, another thing is defending Biafra. We have succeeded in declaring Biafra. Glory be to Chukwu Okike. What about defending it? What are you doing to defend it? That should be the question on everybody's lips. The question you ask yourself, I ask myself, everyone be asking themselves, what shall we do to defend the Biafra that we declared? May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect everyone that participated in this program. Please like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. I pray that no evil shall befall you as you continue to pursue the freedom of Biafra. I pray for all our leaders for wisdom, knowledge, understanding. I pray for their freedom as soon as possible. Thank you so much for being part of this program. We are going to stop here. Join us again tomorrow morning, which is going to be Saturday weekend. Join us on our morning program where we continue from where we stop and continue to preach this gospel. Remain blessed, and may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. Thank you and stay blessed.
Every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look at social media, it is problem. When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as an my own oru, I am a you understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They closed the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. We use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Thomas. Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more in Anokia. He hear more kind of Woo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! Nwanne nwoke dịrị obi m mma, ọ dị mma. Hey! Ihe mere dị mma, ihe mere dị mma, ihe mere dị mma, oh, ihe mere dị mma. I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek gods. I don't know, you know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at, when you look at Medusa, you turn into she would dry you and you become stone. Medusa have snake, you know, her hair, Medusa's hair is snake. Because of the power in Medusa, Medusa went very deep